Maybe it's a time of day thing. Maybe... Wait, what time actually is it? Because it was dark out when we came in, right? If I remember correctly? I don't know, my brain is completely non-functional, game. You gotta help me out. Okay, it's definitely dark now. It is 3 a.m. If it is 3 a.m. now, I do not foresee these monks going to sleep. I think they're here forever? Unless maybe they're nocturnal for some fucking reason. Luckily, we are right next to the Worm Lodge, whatever the fuck, Vorm, I don't know. So we can have a lovely little snooze, or potentially, you know what, you know what's even better? Let's go do some fucking side quests while we wait. All the side quests are miles away. Cause that makes sense. Thank you so much, game. There's a summer fae. What the hell's going on down here then? Oh, you know what? It just gives us some time to explore. I'll come back at like midday and see if anything else has changed, because I don't think I was in there for like 3 full fucking hours. What are you? You are horrible. You're a little frost champion, and that means you're instantly dead. Good job, idiot. Oh, of course the only thing left is a storm one. Like the one I can't defeat in the easy way. Just let me have fun, game. Come on. Why is Siri been... How long have you been listening to me, Siri? Like that entire rant I just had has just been picked up. Wow, my co-host is going insane. I'm gonna let him see what he wants. I'm not sure I'm hearing you correctly, my apology. Fuck you. I didn't ask you to. Go away. You had a lot of money. Was that 100 or 1,000? Because to me it looked like 1,000, and I am very happy about that. So what's this one summer fae doing out here? Because it's almost terrifying that just one decided to be here. No, it's not. It's full of murder. And I'm the one creating said murder. Shouldn't you hate me? Am I not breaking the balance of nature or whatever the hell? By bringing a lot of fucking fire? You'd think I would. But she doesn't even care. What the fuck is that? Wow, you do a great job of blending in until I see you on the mini-map. I should probably remove you. That'd be way fucking cool. Why are you getting up? Oh, that's the Thresh. That's the Thresh the Broker or something? I mean, I don't know, but it's the only one around. God, they look really cool. I'm a big fan of their design, man. I'm a big fan of almost everything in this game's design. I so thought I was dead. I was about to cry, because I don't know when the last time I saved was, but I had like the tiniest little sliver of health remaining. Thank fuck for all my over-leveling. Where am I? Acquire a Seer Stalk, that's like right here. I can jump into the water, which I think is really strange. And normally a jump indicates that there's something around that I would go up here for. Oh, okay, there's another fucking waterfall. You mean you haven't left your fucking business for this you haven't even gone like a meter in one direction to see the fucking waterfall? You suck. How long have you been here? You nightmare of a man. Alright, here we go. Easy. First fucking try. I shouldn't be excited because that literally called itself easy. But come on, man. I'm terrible at dispelling. I deserve this. Scholar's armor? I mean, yeah, I thought it was going to be a chest plate. It would be scholar's robes if it wasn't. But, I mean, when do scholars wear heavy armor? Since when are scholars associated with might? They aren't, is the answer to that question, you absolute moron, game. But still, that would be a Seer Stalk. The time would be 4:15 a.m. and the sun is actually coming up. That is kind of insane, don't you think? There's also a couple more items or one more item I can steal down here, but I don't know why. I guess this is the Draugr's toothpicks? I so think this guy's leading me into a trap. But I paid you, man. You could have at least warned me if I paid you. Maybe he would have warned me if I paid the full amount. But maybe if I paid half, he's like, this dude still deserves endless debt. But I don't think he expected me to pay in the slightest. I think he expected to get fucked over instantly. But I was a nice guy, and apparently that's working against me for once. Maybe? Oh no, he's a very nice man. I thought the Draugr itself was gonna come and end me, and then I remembered, oh no, it's a dagger. I'm not just ripping a man's bones out. Alright. Well, there you go. We only have one thing left to do, and that would be... What the hell is that? It's another random fae. I'm really loving them, loving seeing them out in the wilderness like this. It's really cool, and I love that they haven't really got their own settlement, other than the House of Ballads that we've seen so far. They just sort of remain in the woods, While everything is like going to war around them, they remain at peace. And it's so cool. I really love them. Let's return to the Worm Lodge. And let's quickly turn in that route, because like I said, I don't know if there are timed things in this game, and that's the reason I didn't want to go back to the Worm Lodge and sleep, because I thought maybe she would just fucking die. And I don't really want that, so here is a load of stalks.
Here is your reward, you more than deserve it. I shall administer
Stellar voice acting right there.
The seer stalk should make quick work of the venom.
Seer stalk! I cannot believe it! Fucking brilliant. There is such a contrast of amazing voice acting and utter dog shit in this game. I love it. I saw you up, by the way. You fucking faker. What are you talking about? I'm no active quest. How dare you? Of course I do. And now she's got one for me. That's awesome.
Our house tells me if it were not for you, I would not have recovered. I am not accustomed to such injury.
Are you one of me? I can't tell. Can't tell if you're one of the blue elves or the darker elves.
I have no desire to encounter that thresh again.
I guess you're just a darker shade of the blue, but I've already killed the thresh. Like, I had to kill the thresh. I had to pass the thresh to get to your fucking route. Does the game not know this? Like, it's very likely I would have already ended it. Talk to me about it, though.
More malevolent fae. I had hoped to avoid them while I traversed.
Are you sure? This game's a hell of a lot longer than just this place.
I did not flee fast enough.
Alright, well talk to me about the Travelers, which everyone wants to talk about all of a sudden. I don't know why.
You have not seen much of the world if you know not of the Travelers. Entertainers.
But I do know, I'm in the Travelers, sorta.
They go where they want, when they want, and more often than not, take what they want along the way. I hear they are always open to recruiting new blood, so if you have a talent, perhaps you should introduce yourself.
Oh, so you're not nearly as uptight as the rest of the arseholes in this place. I guess I was just talking to like 20 monks. I shouldn't really be surprised about uptightness, but still. Tell me of the Sheed.
When all of Dalentarth was as the she is now. Primordial, ancient, knowing. It is a place of fame.
With this random cottage in it.
Wild and immortal. Tread carefully in its depths. Nature, for all her beauty, can be cruel.
I know you're on the outskirts and everything, but why the fuck did they let you settle? Not you specifically. Humans, why? You've literally tried to spread your religion to this place. Yes, your religion is about like order in nature and connection to nature and everything. So you're not exactly going to destroy it, but I mean, you had to mine for the stone to build your houses. You had to cut down trees for the wood to build your fucking houses. You have to hunt. Well, I guess even Fae have to hunt. Do they eat? I assume they eat. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems very silly. It doesn't seem like what the Fae would do. Because this is clearly still Fae land. But I guess the Fae can live in human lands, but then again, it was always their land to begin with, so you think that's a given? I don't know. I think you guys should run the fuck away, though. Citric Vorm.
But if you can get him to speak, he has a disarming sense of humor. He defers to
I liked that
within
boy.
The lodge. But it's Citric who takes the lead should they venture into the she.
And what about our house?
If he had not found me. He's been very kind to me while I recover.
I wonder why that could possibly fucking be. Maybe he's just a good person, but he's definitely horny. Lucas Soren, tell me about yourself.
But I am better, thanks to you and our house. I came to the she in
No,
search of
I
my
meant
father,
about
who's
yourself.
been
There you
missing for
go.
some time. I thought he might be here, for he is obsessed with the Fey Hollows of Dalentarth. Our house was kind enough to offer lodging while I searched. He's a most interesting Varani.
He's Varani? Oh yeah, they're like really diverse for no reason, aren't they? Or is that the Almain? That's not their name. Oh, there's so many people to keep track of. Or peoples, races, whatever the hell. Oh man, so it's Armald or Arlad. I'm forgetting everything. I had this for a while. Varani, I'm pretty sure they said were the most diverse people. They're the merchant Viking angry fucking raider bandits who literally cover that entire spectrum. They can be anything. And I guess they're not just Nordic dudes. Maybe that was the other human race. I'm so confused. But I will kill that fucking thresh.
That claim lightly, for a thresh is not something so easily overcome. In truth,
to be fair, it did nearly kill me.
Knowing the thresh has been removed. Please reconsider, for though I wish to see an end put to this creature, I would not risk your life or that of any other.
So, about
You are
that,
determined
it's
to
dead.
defeat it. I will tell you where I encountered it. But go with care, for I have no desire to send you to your death. The Thresh attacked me in the eastern Shi, south of the river.
Oh, maybe
Later then.
I haven't killed it. Maybe Thresh are just everywhere in this fucking forest. Which is terrifying, because if I encounter like 2 at once, I'm very dead. Like, oh so very fucking dead. Man, time passes fast. It's insane that I've only done 28 days. I will take a room, I think. Or should I try now? It's technically morning. No, I think we're gonna take a room.
What can I do for you?
Oh, I can't get a room from you? It has to be the other guy? Oh, fine. Well, let's at least talk about this Thresh.
But I've heard they're dangerous
Ever?
things.
You live here?
Demented trees with branches sharp as razors. Normally,
I was
they're
here for 2
surrounded by
minutes and
bullets.
found one.
So if you see any of those, keep your eyes open. The Thresh may not be far behind.
I love that it looks like your mustache is your entire mouth. When that opens, out comes the noise.
She's made a
Lucas
remarkable
Soren.
recovery. I knew she was a fighter. I don't know what her business in the Shi is, but I'm hoping she might stay a while longer.
Aw, aren't you an adorable, terrifying old man? Okay, what the fuck was that? Oh, that's me whipping out my weapons by accident. I didn't know Q did that. Cedric,
How are you finding the
I
Shi?
would like to sleep. It's horrible. Let's talk about
I
Luca,
can't
though.
believe she came so close to death now that she's recovered so quickly. Our house has been showing her around the lodge and talking her ears off about his days as a sea captain. Funny.
Oh, of
I've never
course,
seen
he's
our
got a
house act
flex.
like that around anyone before. A Thresh is a vicious fey creature, a twisted spirit of the trees. You'll find them deep within the Shi. I steer clear
I
of
love
them,
that so
and I
many people
suggest
will
you
talk
do
about
the
what is
same.
basically a
But if
trash
you find
mob.
yourself up against
I'm
one,
using MMO
set it
terms in an
ablaze.
RPG, but
They
still.
make a merry bonfire.
Yeah, so it's kind of like something we'll
later.
be seeing quite a lot now, but people are actually terrified of it. It's not just like, oh yeah, go kill 10 wolves and I'll give you a coat or something like that. Like, it's genuinely like the world feels so alive. People are afraid of these things to the point of there's like one settlement in this entire wood. And even that seems like a bit too much, like a, do you guys really know what you're doing type deal? I love this. This is one of the most lived in worlds I think I've ever experienced. Am I being weird about that? Is that me being sick and just getting absolutely sucked in and sucked off at the same time? It's possible, but I genuinely feel like this is... Oh, it's a god tier open world. And I forgot to sleep. What's the time? 7:20. Let's just do some side quests till it happens. Should I go back? No. I'm gonna kill the Thresh. We're gonna come back after we've killed the Thresh, and we're gonna see if anything whatso-fucking-ever changed. Or do these monks just never sleep? I still don't know if that's actually the solution. Maybe I should Google it, because if it turns out to not be that, then I think I might actually die inside. But I mean, you know, a little more than I already have. Hello? I don't see the enemies there on the map. Oh, okay, it's just a shitload of these things again. Leave me alone. I can't stress enough how much I despise these sprites. And they all seem to resist Storm because they're hanging around that guy. Like, come on, he's such a bad influence. Stay away. Boom. Oh, and that accomplished nowhere near what I wanted it to. Of course, because why would it? Because I'm not allowed happiness in this fucking world. Wait, you're dead? That killed you? That didn't kill... Like, that only killed, like... Ugh. That took, like, 2 shots to kill all of these guys before. Why even bring that guy along? He's clearly terrible. There you go. What can I jump off here? Oh, the waterfall? Meaning I can probably climb up it, too. I mean, not directly, but I can definitely get over there. Oh, this place is so big and fucking spanning. I can't believe this game isn't as loved as something like Skyrim. I understand that it was sort of... Like, Skyrim is an absolutely revolutionary game. I'd argue that this is too, in very, very, very different ways, and that games aren't alike at all, except in the fact they're RPGs. But fuck me, man, this is a damn good one. And I mean, Skyrim is very overrated, as literally everyone who's ever gamed knows, but still, I like Skyrim, don't get me wrong, but it's, as far as, maybe it's because I played Oblivion, And I know a lot of people who've played Skyrim have not played Oblivion or Morrowind. I have not played much Morrowind, by the way, but I do plan to eventually. But I absolutely adore Oblivion, and I'm like, Skyrim's good, but it's not anywhere close to the heights of that game. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit biased, but still. I still think that doesn't make this game any less absolutely awesome. And now I'm just gonna burn forever, so whoa! Do you never flinch? There is no time to run the fuck away. I don't know what you expect me to do there. How long do you do that? I mean, you're very, very dead now, but that was pretty scary for all of, like, a second. Oh, and I got my healing potion back. It's the first potion I've taken in ages, and they immediately replenish it. I'm never gonna get rid of these fucking things. I don't want that. That's kind of awful. I got no reward for ending this thing, huh? Are the Fae gonna be mad at me? He is sort of like a defending forest spirit. I could kick the shit out of you if I wanted to. In fact, let's prove it. I could never hurt a Fae. The first person I ever be an absolute arsehole in this game, it can't be a Fae. They're too pure and loving, and I'm just in awe of them. I don't want to know how easy I could end one, to be honest. Wait, this is where the brownies are? They did not get very far, did they? You're telling me that this leads right in to the desert, right here? No, there is no way. It's so beautiful and green. Unless they've got... Ah! I've never heard them so close. That was horrible. And I've got a disease. That's nice. The little fucking goblin men gave me syphilis. How? Why? Leave me alone. There we go. So what does it do? Is that blinders or something? Does it just fuck up my targeting, or is that game being terrible as usual? There we go. God damn. I mean, the game isn't terrible. I was just gushing about it, and I'm immediately like, nope, fucking sucks. Change my mind. What are you? Oh, you're just half-naked desert dudes? For some, you look like a weird mix of gnomes and elves for a second there. I think you might actually be really short. And you're the same balding woman. Every single one of you is the exact same balding woman. Okay, make that 2. That guy had a beard, but still, that's the only difference. Okay, and you're not a balding woman. You're the brownie I just murdered. Never mind. Are you? Yeah, no, you're a guy. Okay. Weird. I love when they just don't bother to make new fucking... Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So Dalen-Tarth gets its own massive map. This is one of the open world hubs. It's not as seamless as Skyrim or anything like that, but it's basically just a loading screen and then you're in the desert part. Fair enough. That's still pretty incredible. Like, and it's sort of a blatantly obvious difference when you get there, so I kind of understand why they did it. Sort of like it's a loading screen when you get to the Teeth of Naros. You're sort of just changing biome. So I guess they load a fuckload of different textures, etc, etc, etc. I'm fine with that. I don't necessarily get the whole, oh, everything has to be completely seamless thing, and if it's not, then the game sucks. Like, I think it's impressive when a game can do that, but it's definitely not a must. It's sort of just still the same game. Especially when, maybe it's a PC thing, because when you're on PC, loading screens take like a second if you've got good hardware, probably even less. So, yeah, it's not a big deal to me. I've never really understood why some people get so up in arms about it. But I guess on console, I'm not trashing consoles, I love console gaming as well these days. But, yeah, I guess on consoles where loading screens can take upwards of like 30 seconds sometimes, especially in the last gen, which this game would have come out on, maybe that would have been a little bit shitty and people would have been like, Skyrim's much better because I don't have to wait like 5 seconds. There we go. Gold, Fine Steel Cuirass. Plus, it was coming from Bethesda, and this was coming from a complete unknown developer. This was their first game. I totally understand why not a whole lot of people played it. But damn, man, it definitely deserved more. And seriously, if you haven't picked up the remaster yet, and you're watching this series being like, should I, or should I just watch this dude play it? Go play it. I literally won't even mind if you, like, stop watching the series for a while to play it yourself so you don't get any spoilers. Like, this is so good, and this game deserves to become a franchise, and the only way it's going to become a franchise again is if people buy the remaster, people play the remaster. Unless, you know, THQ Nordic already have plans for it, and since they're already releasing that expansion, it wouldn't surprise me if there's already a sequel in the works. I just wonder who the fuck's going to develop it. If they've secretly revived 38 games, that will be an absolutely beautiful story. One that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because those devs have moved on, like, what, 10 years ago, and are definitely at other fucking places by now. But still, it would be very, very cute. Alright. This leads to Issa. And I'm absolutely horrified by that prospect, because Issa seems like a Fey city. We definitely want to go there, but I will absolutely shit myself if I try and go there. So we won't do that yet. Instead, we're going to return to the Verm Lodge. I don't know what I'm turning in. What did I just do? Oh, also, I have big disease. Let's go and check out what the fuck that does. Hello? Syphilis, blinders, lesions. You have contracted a disease. Find a healer or drink a purification potion to cure yourself. Well, it's not the worst thing that could have ever happened. I mean, it didn't make that thresh absolutely one-shot me, and I don't know where the nearest healer is. I mean, the nearest healer is me. I just saved that girl's life. Why can't the dude tell me how to fucking cure this disease? She clearly had a disease too. But whatever, fine. I guess he just got really lucky. It's like the one thing he's ever able to diagnose. But I don't want to teleport back to a healer. I don't want to take like 2 seconds out of my day to do something productive. How dare you? How dare you even insinuate that? Fine. Let's start with Citra.
There was indeed a group of brownies attacking those on the trail to Datir. Well, here is the reward I promised for taking care of them.
Hilariously
Still,
uncomfortable hearing him say
brownies
brownies
would
like
act in
that.
such a way. I wonder.
I'm a horrible person. What would make them
I've
do
heard of something
that?
that could make them act that aggressively, but it can't be here. We must go to Rundamir. It is the largest brownie den in the She. I'm sure we will find the answer there.
Please stop. Okay,
Make
let's
sure
do it.
You are prepared. Brownies may look big, but they are ferocious in large
Stop
numbers.
it!
After you are
This
ready,
isn't
head
okay,
south.
Citric.
Rundamir is a
Fucking
hollow on the edge
racist.
of the She. I will meet you there.
Says the man who's being tasked with
Another time.
slaughtering them, but still, we don't want to go into that territory. Hello, Lucas
You
Soren.
are a force to be reckoned with. It's not easy to defeat such a vicious monster.
I literally killed
take
3
this
on that
reward.
one journey out.
My heart will no longer be filled with dread when I venture into the She.
It should be. There's more. Stop going there. We're not gonna give her a warning? We're just gonna let her fucking suffer alone? Okay, fine. Why the hell not? What's the time? It is 10:40 a.m. Oh god, he went with me! Okay, well I'm just gonna let him get torn apart because I'm gonna be disappearing for a very long time. So either he dies to the brownies all alone. I mean, there's no chance he'll be able to kill the weakest enemies in the game. Of course not. I'm the only one who's allowed any glory in this game. Oh yeah, I can now steal whatever the fuck was hidden there. Or he's just gonna starve to death waiting. And either way, I am a horrible person. Please hurry up. I don't want her walking back in here. I don't know if she still stays here. I mean, she's still in the inn, so you gotta assume so, right? I mean, I don't think our house would let her leave at this point. He's very terrifying. But still,
Well met.
where's the nearest healer? Your voice doesn't fit you at all, does it? I don't think a ginger man... No offense to any soulless monstrosities in the audience. I'm kidding. Gingers are cool. I like the ginger hair color. But I also don't think that anyone with ginger hair has a voice down here like this. It just doesn't happen, right? I mean, you just gotta think Ron Weasley. Or... He's the only ginger I can think of. I'm a bad man. Or any Scottish person ever, right? But I don't know. Let's have a little look around. Bring the fuck, I never turned in my, my thing to the little Viking boys, the Warsworn. I should do that very soon, but I think before I do that, I am going to take a quick look at the monk boys, because it has been a while now, right? It's 11:20 a.m., and I think time passes whenever I open doors and shit. It's now 11:19, so even if not, I wouldn't have to wait long. I think maybe midday is going to be a switch. Maybe it's every 12 hours. Maybe they're now going to sleep again. I have no idea, but I will absolutely hate it if you haven't moved this entire time.
Welcome.
Yes! Thanks, whoever the hell you are. What are you doing? You are literally just pacing back and forth. You're worse than the ones who just sat there. Oh my god, this is going to kill me. Damn it! Does he ever go, like, to the left here? Let's try to learn his patterns. Okay. Now he's much further away. And I can probably jump, you know. I can probably, blink my way over to the other side just to make sure he doesn't see me.